Hey y'all, welcome back. My name's Sarah and this is my channel, The Sassy Bookworm. So today I actually have a book outlet unboxing. I haven't ordered from Book Outlet in a really long time. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not gonna lie, I did order it a few months ago and I haven't opened it yet. So I don't really remember what I bought. So it's as much a surprise to me as it is to y'all right now. So I have this ginormous box here. I think that I ordered these books during the Black Friday sale because it has been quite a while since I ordered these. So I assumed that there was a sale going on. If not, I was just being a little crazy, but it's fine. So without further ado, let's get into this gigantic box. I don't think there's a way for me to like pick this up and cut it on camera. So it's gonna have to go down there. I'm sorry about it. Your girl's weak, okay? Your girl's real weak. Look, you know you've ordered a lot of books when there's an oversized flap on top of the other flap. That's when you just know that you've ordered a lot of books because the box just can't even handle you. And when it's double taped inside and out, and I just about cut myself. Knife safety, kids. Don't play with knives. This is what I love about Book Outlet, is all of the brown paper. So much brown paper. Ooh. So the first book I have here is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, I believe is how you say it. I remember when this book was up and coming, and I'm pretty sure it's about like elemental witches because I was super into like elemental books, and I still am. Like, they still really fascinate me. Like, I was a huge fan of Avatar because of the whole elemental things. Like, I just love anything that has to do with controlling the elements. I don't know why, but they are some of my favorite books. Besides that, I'm not 100% sure what this book is about. However, I've heard amazing things about this book, and this will probably be one of the next books that I read just because I need to. I need to. The next book I have here is Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. I remember ordering this book when it I won't say when it first came out because it was on Book Outlet, so it had to have been out for a while. I don't really remember what it's about. I just remember hearing amazing things on BookTube, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that book. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't think I knew what this book was about. I really don't, but hey, I got it and that's all that matters. The next book I have here is Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas, and this is the 5th book, I believe, in the Throne of Glass series. I have all of these books so far and I've still yet to read them. I picked up this copy because it's the Barnes & Noble copy, because it has like the fan artwork inside of the covers on both sides. I can't say a whole lot about this book just because it is the 5th book in the series. I'm not going to read the synopsis inside because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I mean, if I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, why would I spoil it for myself? The next book I have in here is Illuminati by Amy Kerfman and Jay Kristoff. So I remember when this book kind of blew up on YouTube, and so when I seen it on Book Outlet for a really good price, I went ahead and picked it up. I don't think that it's a book that I would read normally. I just picked it up because of the hype around it, but I'm pretty sure that it's about, I don't know if it's aliens per se. I know it's like someone invades a planet and there's like 2 kinds of people or something fighting over this little planet or something. I'm not 100% sure, but can we just talk about how beautiful it is naked? Like, I know that sounds really weird, but when a book is as pretty as it is on the outside, I just hope that the insides match it. So the next book I have in here is The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. And at first I wasn't gonna get this book just because I have this weird thing about butterflies. I just don't like them. But when I heard the premise of the book, I really thought it was interesting. So basically what I know this book is the Diabolic, but I think they're called Diabolic. Their sole purpose is to protect the person they were created for. So I believe that it'll of course follow 2 people, a Diabolic and then the person that they're supposed to protect. So I am really excited about this because it just sounds like a really interesting book and I'm really looking forward to reading it. So the next book I have here is Strands of Bronze and Gold by Jane Nickerson. So on the cover here, it actually says that it is a retelling of the Blue Bread fairy tale. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but I did read the synopsis of it on the back when I bought it. Her father passes away, leaving her an orphan. So one day she gets an invitation from her godfather for her to come live with him. Now, I don't know what kind of book this is going to be, because I do remember it saying something about she is unlocking some mysteries about his former wives who all have red hair like her. So I don't really know where this is going to go. I do know it's going to be kind of a mystery book, because she is going to try to find out what's going on in this house that she's moved to. So the next book I have here is Love and Other Perishable Items by Laura Buzzo, or Buzzo. I'm not 100% sure how you're supposed to say it. But this is just like a little cutesy book about a young girl who is 15 who has kind of fallen for this 21-year-old. And she knows that it may not go anywhere because he is 21 and she is only 15, but she still wants to get to know him. And so they both work at a supermarket and they become really good friends, and then he starts to fall for her as well. So I'm just going to read you one of the sentences on the back of this book because I think that it explains it pretty well. Through a year of befuddling first love, first job, first party, and first hangover, debut author Laura Buzzo shows how the things that break your heart can still crack you up. So I think this is going to be a really lighthearted, funny book, and I probably will read this pretty soon. It's a pretty short book. So the next book I have here is Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick. Like many of the books that I do pick up, I pick them up because of BookTube. I see the reviews that people do and how they really enjoy the books, and so I'm like, oh, well, I want to read that too. So this was another one of those, oh, this is popular on BookTube, I want to read it. So this book is about a young girl who's been trained to backpack this range that they are going to, and everything's going fine until her ex-boyfriend wants to come along. So they do go on this range and they're hiking and backpacking when a snowstorm picks up and they need to find shelter. So I'm pretty sure that she ends up getting separated from him, or they both get lost. I'm not real sure, but she ends up finding a cabin with two people inside who take her in, but the catch is they're both fugitives and they take her hostage. So in exchange for her life, she agrees to guide them off of the mountain. And as they go, she finds evidence of some serious murders that went down, and she's worried that as she keeps finding these things that it'll mark her as the next target. So I don't think I've ever really read a book like this before. I'm really excited to give it a try. I'm pretty sure I will enjoy it just because of the reviews I've heard, and it takes a lot for me to just not like a book. So the next book I have here is Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. I'm not 100% sure. I'm the worst at pronouncing authors' names, honestly. So Everything Everything, of course, has already been made into a movie, and it's about a girl who has this life-threatening disease that if she touches air or sunlight or something like that, the outside world can kill her. But then this guy moves in next door, so she can see through the window and he can see her, and so I guess they start kind of forming a friendship this way, and then they want to get to know each other. And it's basically the story of her coming out of her shell, dealing with her disease in the best way possible, and just getting to know this guy who does not want to give up on her. I don't think that it's like a fun book per se, but I do think it will be a sweet book. And I feel like I might cry, but I don't really know what happens, and I haven't seen the movie, so I'm just hoping for the best. I'm hoping it has a happy ending, but you know, you hear a girl with disease and the boy, and it's just, you know how it might end. You just know. So the next book I have here is The Beauty of Darkness, part of the Remnant Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson. So this is the third book in the Chronicles, I do believe. The first book was The Kiss of Deception, and then it was The Heart of Betrayal. I own all of the books. I've never read them, but I did want to go ahead and pick this up when I seen it at a good price, just so that, I can just read the series straight through then. So the next book I have here is Oblivion by Kelly Craig. This is the third and final book in the Nevermore series, I believe is what it's called. These are kind of like a Edgar Allan Poe, not a retelling, I guess, but they are based around Edgar Allan Poe and his poems and like the darkness that surrounds that. One of my friends actually read the first book in high school, and it looked really interesting, but I never picked it up. And so when I seen this on Book Outlet, I was like, hey, I can go ahead and get this one and then maybe I'll get the first book and I'll read the series. Because if you have the final book, then you have to buy the other ones. Like, is that even a question? And last but not least, the final book I have here is Stealing Snow by Danielle Page, the author of the Dorothy Must Die series. I am really excited about this book because I do love fairy tale retellings, and when they put an extra spin on it, it just makes the book so good, and I just love it so much. So Stealing Snow, I'm pretty sure, is a Snow White retelling. It's not the fairy tale retelling per se. It is a whole different look on everything, and I remember Sasha Alsberg being really excited about this book and promoting it a lot. And every time I would see it, I would just think, that's a beautiful cover. That just sounds interesting. So when I seen it on Book Outlet, I was like, I have to get it. I'm pretty sure this had to have been one of the first books that I put in my cart because I absolutely wanted this book so much, and I'm super excited to finally have it. So anyway, that's all that I had for you guys today. Let me know in the comments down below which book you think that I should read first, whether you've read any of these books, whether you enjoyed them, or these any of the books that you would be looking for. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this unboxing, if you want to see more Book Outlet unboxings or just book unboxings in general. Hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more content from me. I don't know if I'll be posting every week. I will try to do at least 2 videos a month, maybe every other week. And I hope that you will subscribe and come on this journey with me as I figure out who I'm going to be on YouTube. So until next time, I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys then. Bye! Hey. Blue Bread Fairy told the... So under here it actually says that this is a retelling of the Blue